Hey there, and welcome to exercise number 71. In this one, we need to write a function named isSameWeek that receives two dates as parameters. The function should return a boolean verifying that the two dates are in the same week. And I added a short note saying that for the purpose of this function, we consider that the week starts on Monday and ends on Sunday. Below we have an example. So if our date 1 is 11th of January 2024 at 12 p.m. and then the second date is January 14, 2024 at 1 p.m. you can see that this one is actually Sunday and this one is Thursday, so they're in the same date. They are in the same week. We have a second example below. So if a date is 12 of September and the other one is 10 of September, those dates are just 2 days apart, but one is Sunday and one is Tuesday after that Sunday. So they are not in the same week. And that's why the output is false. If you want to solve this exercise for yourself, which I highly encourage you to do, then click on the link in the description. If not, keep watching and we're going to solve it together. I'm going to go here into the right side, into the code area. And before I start coding, let's actually make a plan. Because, working with dates and especially this kind of function is not easy. So let's make a plan. And the plan is like this. 1. Find a starting date for the week that date 1 is part of. So date 1 is part of a week and I want the starting date of that week. So Monday, right? That's going to be in a Monday. Then we can do something like this actually. Find the date of the first Monday before date 1. Before or equal with date 1, right? So I want to find the date of the first Monday. That's going to be the Monday of the week that date 1 is inside. And then I'm going to do similarly, find the date of the first Sunday after or equal with date 1. Right? So if I say I'm going to have a Monday, then I'm going to have Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And let's say date 1 is this Thursday. It's a Thursday at a date in a year in a month. And then I want to find the date of this Monday and the date of this Sunday, right? Now, if I have those, the problem is solved because I just have to compare date 2 with that. Or actually do it like this. If date 2 is bigger or equal than that Monday and date 2 is smaller or equal than that Sunday, then return true. They're in the same week, right? So date 2 is going to be somewhere between those dates. Otherwise, freeboot.1, otherwise return false. So this is the plan. Now let's see how we're going to do it. So date 1 is going to have some minutes, some hours, and so on. So first I want to get the date, which is similar with date 1, but it's at 0 a.m. So it's the beginning of date 1. Let's name it like this. Beginning date 1 is new date of date 1.getYear. Oh, and I think it's actually get full year. Right. Date 1.getMonth. And then date 1.getDate. So now that we have this is going to be the beginning of date 1. So date 1 but at 0 a.m. And you're going to see why we need this very soon. Now that we have this, let's create a constant and say day milliseconds. So how many milliseconds are in a day? So we have 24 hours times 60 minutes times 60 seconds in a minute times 1,000. So this is how many milliseconds we have in a day. Okay, now you might be guessing where we're going. That if we know how many milliseconds are in a day, and if we know, let's say, what day of the week this is, we can just subtract. So let's assume that date 1 is Tuesday. Then, first Monday before is going to be new date of beginning date 1.getTime minus day milliseconds times 1. So there's only one day, right, between Tuesday and Monday. And then I'm going to take the time of the beginning of date 1, so 0 a.m. so midnight, and then I'm going to remove 1 day. And that's going to give me at the beginning of the Monday, right? So 0 midnight at Monday. The problem is I don't know how many there are, but we have another function that's going to be beginning date1.getDay. And this one is going to give me the day of the week using local time. Of course, everything is in local time. But now the problem is that this getDay actually, and it doesn't know how to do it. So let's just create a new tab. We can see here that Sunday is 0 and Saturday is 6. So actually I want Monday to be 0 and Sunday to be 6. Yeah, it still stays from 0 to 6. So let's just do const day of the week starting Monday is, and I'm gonna take this. So if this one is 0, then I'm gonna do, so if this one is 0, then it's gonna be number, no, if this one is number 6, then it's gonna be, so 6 is gonna be what? Saturday. Then this one should be 5. Otherwise it should be beginning date1.day plus 1. No, minus 1. Sorry. So we need to do minus 1 and we need to check with 0. So if this is 0, then I want this to be 6. So 0 here means Sunday. So Sunday should be 6. And then otherwise I'm just going to remove 1. So this means that if I have here 6, 6 means Saturday, I'm going to remove 1. Saturday is going to be 5 actually, and Sunday is going to be 6. So now that I have this, I can just multiply it here. So I'm going to do, let's just actually minify this and let's do it like this. So now that we have first Monday before, it's easy to do first Sunday after is, and it's going to be very similar. I'm going to do this. So I'm going to take day milliseconds times, but here I'm not going to do a minus, I'm going to do a plus, and it's going to be the difference between 6 and the day of the week starting Monday times day milliseconds, right? So I'm interested how many days are until Sunday, and then I'm going to multiply it by how many milliseconds, I'm going to add it. So now that we have this, we can go to number 3. So I'm going to do return. First Monday before is smaller or equal than date 2, and date 2 smaller or equal than first Sunday after. And I think this should be it. Okay, so let's test it. Before I submit the function, let's actually test it. So I'm just going to take, let's take a date here and I'll just say console log isSameWeek of. And here I'm gonna do new date of this and then new date of this. And we get false. So 11th of January, actually I don't know if I can do it. Does this work? Let's just check console log this. Okay, yeah, it's a date, so it works. Okay, so it's false. That means we have a bug someplace. Okay, I figured it out, I think. So we're wrongly computing the first Sunday after. So the first Sunday after is, yeah, we want to add, but if we go at the beginning of date 1, so let's say like this, date 1 is, let's say Saturday, 5 p.m. Then beginning of date 1 is gonna be Saturday 0, 0. And then first Sunday after is gonna be, I'm gonna take this one, and how many days are between Saturday and Sunday? 1. So I'm gonna do, it's gonna be Sunday at 0, 0. But actually I want it to be Sunday at 29, 59, 59, right? This is how it should be. So actually here I want to say, okay, 6 minus this plus 1. So actually 7 minus this. And then I'm going to remove 1 millisecond because I want it to be actually, you know, 23:59. So just one millisecond before midnight. So I'm going to do -1. And if I do this, you can see it's true. Now let's take the second example. So I'm just gonna take, let's take this one, and let's take this one, and we get false. Okay, that's correct. Now let's take an example that's closer to the current time. So today is Friday 29. So let's do 2024 0329, and it's 20:00. Let's say this is the time, and then let's check on Sunday. So it's gonna be 0331, and then here we should have 23, and they are not in the same week, which is very weird actually. And yeah, they're not in the same week because this is 2023. It should be 2024, and they're still not in the same week. So 2024, and yeah, it makes sense. I just double checked. It makes sense because I'm at GMT +2. So this one is actually in the 1st of April, which is Monday. So if I put here 21, it should be true. Yeah, that's correct. And if I put here even 29 is Friday, let's put 23. It's also 23. Wait, so 23, so 29 is Friday, so we got 28, 27, 26, 25. Yeah, so I'm gonna put 25, and it should be true. Yeah. Now this looks legit. And again, the problem was that we're actually doing this in local time, which I didn't specify here. So if you do it in local time, that's fine. That's how the tests run. But that's why, because 23 in UTC is actually the 1st of April in local time, and the dates don't match. Now let's test our solution, and it works. So I'm gonna stop the video here. I hope that makes sense, and see you in the next one. Cheers!